When you have a dream, and the dream isn't something you dream and then it happens, the dream is something you never knew was going to come into your life. Dreams always come from behind you, not right between your eyes. It sneaks up on you. But when you have a dream, it doesn't often come at you screaming in your face, this is who you are, this is what you must be for the rest of your life. Sometimes a dream almost whispers. And I've always said to my kids, the hardest thing to listen to, your instincts, your human personal intuition, always whispers, it never shouts. Very hard to hear. So you have to, every day of your lives, be ready to hear what whispers in your ear. It very rarely shouts.
What I am obsessed by is the fact that this top-down, monopolistic, beat on your chest, efficiency-driven economy is the way in which the future is. But it's really not. That's what corporations want you to think. That's what venture capitalists want you to think. I'm obsessed with the fact that everything that is mostly promoted here in Silicon Valley is actually the complete opposite.
I have always had the deep understanding for myself that if anything was going to move forward in my life, that I was going to have to be responsible for making that happen. And I know that to be true now and can articulate it as you are responsible for your life. And if you're sitting around waiting on somebody to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time, because only you have the power to take responsibility to move your life forward. And the sooner you get that, the sooner your life gets into gear.
How can you build a business that manifests all of those things? How can you make sure that there's an opportunity that you can still provide for your family, or not just fall off the beaten path? These are the 5 principles that I believe make the difference when you start a company. Because most of the time, in just about every case I've seen around the world, the biggest problem in a company is not anything to do with tactics. It has nothing to do with skills. It has to do with the thing between your 2 ears, your brain. So if you want to get it done, you need to foster an open environment where communication is key, where people do what's in the best interest of the company. Because the last thing you want is people who have an agenda. That's how big companies go bankrupt. So have a zero tolerance policy for folks who don't believe what you believe, and that's why you post your manifesto right as people walk in the door of your company. Because they either believe or they don't. They're either inspired by you and your vision, or they're not. Print what you wrote and post it. Post it in 3 places: where you go to bed, where you brush your teeth, and the door you go in and out of the most in your house. And the reason why is because your house is your sanctuary. It's the place that you trust. And it takes more than 20 interactions to create a habit, any type of habit. So if you look at those posts 20 days in a row, you will start to believe. What you believe becomes your reality. The challenge is that we also surround ourselves most of the time with the wrong people and not the right people. And what I find intriguing about surrounding yourselves with the right people is people who have tattoos. There are people in this world who viscerally believe so much in something that they literally go through pain for hours because they have a story to tell.
What matters is now, this moment, and your willingness to see this moment for what it is, accept it, forgive the past, take responsibility, and move forward.
The people above you are on a witch hunt to find you, because you're the tattletale. You're not a tattletale at all. You see what should change and why. And that's why I hope that you will create your own reality.
It does not matter where you come from. I have seen people come out of the desert, walk across the desert, being born in the most dire of circumstances.
Nature reminds us of how beautiful things can be accomplished with the power of patience. Branch by branch, leaf by leaf, a small tree grows into a work of art. It is okay to slow down, to relax. Great things don't happen quickly. You must realize that being constantly busy does not mean being successful. Take the time to observe your surroundings every time life begins to not make sense. Look at how animals and plants naturally seek the right place where they can grow and flourish. A flower will not blossom in the wrong environment. So then, you too must seek the environment in which you can grow. Find the place where you can do the things that the world needs from you. A place that is suitable for your art form, where you can do what seems to be most natural to you. The world is filled with unhappy people living in the wrong environment, looking for the wrong things. After all, what good is spending your life seeking money, fame, and material possessions if you never do what you really want? Eventually, you will have to make a choice. Do you want to fit into society's plan for you and avoid resistance? Or do you want to make your own path? Find the environment that will be best suitable for you. Life is way too short to spend it in the wrong place. It's time to make your own path. Create your own environment. Find the people and surroundings that will help you grow. The best place where you can create your own beautiful things. Make it a mission to express your art and to practice your craft until it becomes something amazing. You must test your imagination and produce magnificent creations for the world to see. Write poetry every day for the things that you do. Let your life become a manifestation of who you are, because those will be the things that matter. Your creations will be the essence you leave behind. So find a place that will allow you to be the best version of yourself and get to work.
The challenge is a lot of times we don't know what's on the other side of the door, or we don't know what's on the other side of when you jump in the hole, right? We get so caught up in, I know what I want to do, I see where I have to go, but I don't know what's on the other side. The reality is, the people that you surround yourself with to get to where you want to go are not the right people most of the time. Whether it's your boss, whether it's your friends, sometimes it's even your partner. You need a supportive environment to follow your dreams, because it takes a lot of energy and the world thinks you already can't do it. And that's why you need to start with why, because people don't buy what you do or how you do it, they buy why you do it. What's your passion, what's your purpose, what's your cause, and what's your belief? When you talk from a why-centered communication, it's very simple. People either believe what you believe or they don't. So it's a really easy mechanism. Even when you're outside today or when you're outside at work, talk about what you believe and why. Don't talk about what you do. I'm a manager. I do marketing. I'm a consultant. You're not a consultant. You believe in something. You believe in helping make a difference. Talk from that perspective, because that is how you build a tribe. And a tribe is what's scalable. And without a tribe, changing the way in which these paradigms are right now is not going to happen. Because it can't. You can't do it by yourself. So we've talked about how to get to your passion. We've talked about who you should surround yourself with, and we've talked about how you should communicate. Sit down, think about what you have and what you're going to need. Strap it on your back and jump in. Because there's no better time than now. There's no better time to manifest your dream, follow your passion, than right now. The world's going to tell you, don't jump in. You can't do that. That's scary. What's the worst thing that's going to happen to you if you jump in? Create your reality, and always remember that luck is an accumulation of superior effort and focused execution.